Are you planning to introduce a new dog to your resident dog and wondering how to do it? It's a common scenario, but one that requires careful handling. The introduction between dogs is pivotal, setting the tone for their future relationship. Done right, it can lead to a harmonious cohabitation. Done wrong, it can spark conflict. So it's essential to understand and follow a proper introduction process. Stay tuned as we delve into the step-by-step process of introducing a new dog to a resident dog. First things first, understanding your resident dog's personality. This insight is invaluable as it lays the groundwork for introducing a new dog into the home. It's crucial to comprehend your resident dog's temperament, social skills, and past experiences with other dogs. Is your dog outgoing or shy? Does it enjoy the company of other dogs, or does it prefer to be the only pet? Has it had any negative experiences with other dogs in the past? These are questions that need answers, because like humans, each dog is unique. What works for one might not work for another. It's also worth noting that a dog's behavior can change over time, so don't rely on outdated information. Make sure your understanding of your dog's personality is current, accurate, and comprehensive. This understanding will help you anticipate potential problems and adjust your approach accordingly. Remember, knowledge of your resident dog's behavior is the foundation of a successful introduction. Now that you understand your resident dog's personality, what preparations should you make before the meeting? Well, let's delve into that. Firstly, consider the need for separate spaces. When introducing a new dog into the home, it's essential to give both dogs their own territories initially. This means allowing each dog to have their own space where they can retreat to if they need some time alone. This could be separate rooms or even just designated areas within the same room. Providing a safe space for each dog will help to ease any anxiety they might feel about the new situation. Next, think about feeding and sleeping areas. It's crucial to establish separate feeding and sleeping areas for each dog. This is because resources such as food and sleeping spots can often become sources of tension between dogs. By keeping these areas separate, you're reducing the potential for conflict and helping to maintain peace in the household. It's also a good idea to have multiple sets of toys, bowls, and beds, so there's no need for the dogs to compete over these resources. Remember, the goal is to build a positive association between the dogs and not to create a competition. Now, let's talk about the meeting grounds. The first introduction between your resident dog and the new dog should take place on neutral territory. This could be a local park or a friend's yard, basically anywhere that's unfamiliar to both dogs. The reason for this is to prevent any territorial behavior from either dog. You see, if you introduce the new dog in your resident dog's territory, the resident dog might feel threatened and react aggressively. On the other hand, a neutral territory allows both dogs to explore and get to know each other without the pressure of defending their territory. In conclusion, preparation is key when it comes to introducing a new dog to a resident dog. By taking the time to set up separate spaces, establish feeding and sleeping areas, and choosing a neutral meeting ground, you're setting the stage for a successful introduction. Proper preparation can make the introduction process much smoother. So let's move on to the first meeting. You've made your preparations, now it's time for the first meeting. The setting for this initial encounter is crucial, and it's best to choose a neutral space. This could be a local park, a friend's backyard, or a quiet street, somewhere neither dog has staked a claim as their own. The first introduction should be a controlled one with both dogs on leashes. This allows you or another responsible adult to maintain control over the situation. It's important to remember that these first moments are about observation, not interaction. You're giving the dogs a chance to see each other, to smell each other, and to gauge each other's reactions. It's also crucial to keep the distance between the dogs at first. This distance provides a safety buffer, reducing the chances of an immediate negative reaction. As the dogs become more comfortable with each other's presence, you can gradually decrease this distance. Take cues from your dogs. If they seem relaxed and curious, that's great. But if either dog becomes tense or aggressive, increase the distance again. The aim of this first meeting is not to force an immediate friendship, but to establish a peaceful coexistence. Throughout this process, it's your job to remain calm and composed. Dogs are incredibly perceptive creatures and can pick up on your emotions. If you're nervous or anxious, they will be too. Take deep breaths, speak in a soothing tone, and project a relaxed demeanor. Remember, it's important to let this meeting unfold at the dog's pace, not yours. This could take minutes or it could take days. Every dog is different, and every interaction will be unique. You're laying the groundwork for a potential lifelong friendship, and that's not something to rush. Lastly, don't forget to reward good behavior. If the dogs are calm and respectful towards each other, reinforce this with treats or praise. This positive reinforcement will help create a positive association between the dogs. Remember, it's essential to remain calm and patient during this first meeting. This is a new chapter in the dogs' lives and yours. With patience and understanding, you're setting the stage for a peaceful, harmonious home. Following the first meeting, it's now time for gradual integration. This phase is all about taking small steps to build a positive relationship between your dogs, fostering a sense of companionship and mutual respect. It's not a race, but a marathon. So patience is key. Begin by gradually increasing the dog's contact with each other. It's important to make these interactions positive experiences. This could be during meal times, walks, or play times. But remember, always under your watchful eye. We don't want any unsupervised interactions just yet. Now let's talk about supervised play times. These are great opportunities for your dogs to bond. Start with short play times and gradually increase the duration as they become more comfortable with each other. During these sessions, watch out for signs of tension or aggression. If you notice any, calmly intervene and separate them. Never scold or punish them, as this could create negative associations with each other. And here's a tip: use toys or treats to distract them if they start to become aggressive. This can help divert their attention and diffuse the situation. Just make sure each dog has their own set of toys or treats to avoid any potential conflicts. Rewarding positive interactions is key during this phase. Praise them, give them treats, or show them affection when they're behaving well around each other. This reinforces the positive behavior, encouraging them to repeat it. Remember, we're aiming for a harmonious coexistence, and rewarding good behavior is a step in that direction. However, if you're finding it difficult to manage their interactions, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A dog behaviorist can provide valuable insights and techniques to help you navigate this process. Gradual integration is a process, and like any process, it takes time. Every dog is unique and therefore will react differently. Stay patient, stay consistent, and soon enough you'll see the fruits of your labor. Gradual integration is key to building a positive relationship between your dogs. With time and patience, your dogs will learn to live in harmony, creating a happier and more peaceful home environment for everyone involved. What happens if conflicts arise? It's a question that might be hovering in your mind. Well, let's tackle this head on. When introducing a new dog to a resident dog, it's not always smooth sailing. A certain level of conflict is normal. The key is to identify signs of aggression early and know how to respond effectively. Aggression can manifest in several ways. Growling, snarling, and snapping are obvious signs. More subtle signs might include raised hackles, stiff body posture, intense staring, or blocking the other dog's path. If you notice any of these signs, it's crucial to intervene before the situation escalates. Separate the dogs calmly, without shouting or panicking. Use distraction techniques like toys, treats, or a change of environment. However, it's important not to punish the dogs. This could increase their stress levels and potentially make the situation worse. Instead, aim to diffuse the tension and then gradually reintroduce the dogs to each other when they are calm. If conflicts continue to occur, don't despair. It's not a sign of failure. It may simply mean that the dogs need a bit more help to adjust. That's when it's time to seek advice from a professional. Dog trainers or behaviorists can provide valuable insights and strategies to help manage the situation. Remember, it's normal for some conflicts to occur. It's how you handle them that matters. With patience, understanding, and the right approach, your dogs can learn to coexist peacefully. So that's how you introduce a new dog to a resident dog. Indeed, the journey of bringing a new furry friend home and making it a part of your family, especially when you have a resident dog, can be a thrilling yet challenging task. The key, as we've discussed, lies in understanding your resident dog's personality, as this forms the basis of how the introduction will go. Preparation is another crucial step, ensuring that the first meeting is in neutral territory and that both dogs are on leashes for safety. Remember, the first meeting is of utmost importance, setting the tone for their relationship. Gradual integration is the next step, allowing both dogs to become familiar with each other's presence and scent. And of course, be prepared to deal with potential conflicts. It's essential to remain calm and composed during these times, reinforcing positive behavior and intervening when necessary. Remember, patience and understanding are key. Now go introduce your furry friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.